Welcome back. It is our pleasure to introduce Rakiya Abdul Karim. Rakiya Abdul. Now, she is a visionary media personality from Ghana. She believes that anything is possible. And trust me, this package, the vision she had, and she put it to good work. She earned a degree in journalism and mass communication at Sikkim University in Ghana, and she has 2 diplomas in French language. This multilingual firecracker is here with us this morning.
Oh, I love the way you say
so
firecracker.
Yeah.
She is quite a firecracker, and she's such a driven young lady, very, very motivated. I absolutely loved her. I met her a couple of times, you know, at different events that she was emceeing, and I think the last one was the
Miss WUN Nigeria.
The Miss WUN Nigeria, and I was like, oh, okay, I need to have you. Welcome, Ria.
Thank you so much. It's so good to be here. And let me greet everybody. So to my Hausa people in Akwana, Nagesheku, and to my French people, bonjour, ça va, j'espère que tout le monde va très bien. And to my Yoruba people, I want to try Yoruba. Ekaro, Moki, Shewadada. Did I try?
Shewadada.
Yes.
I tried, right?
Yeah,
You
you
did well.
Well, it depends.
It depends, right? Okay.
So let's talk about your coming into Nigeria, which was about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how the acceptance, you know, just coming here from nothing, and, you know, starting a career in the media industry.
Yeah.
What was the acceptance like? How was the support like? What were the challenges that you had to go through being a, you know, a face that people were not familiar with? In the industry?
Beautiful. And I'll first say I love Nigerians. I was telling you, I think Nigerians are amazing human beings. Because for me, I just woke up one morning and I said, I don't want to do TV in Ghana anymore. I want to come to Nigeria because I understand the market in Nigeria. And like I tell everyone, they say that when you blow in Nigeria, you blow everywhere. Once you're known in Nigeria, it's easy to, you know, get into every corner. So I woke up, I left everything, I closed my boutique down, and I came to Nigeria. And for the acceptance for me, I'll say it was beautiful. First of all, not like I'm bragging, I have the talent. So when people see me and I speak and they see me work, they definitely want to use me again. And the grace of God was also like solely on me because I'm a very prayerful person. But not to say there were not challenges, there were a lot. I told you, I used to take bike from the mainland to the island to look for work. And I think I shared that story with you as well. But I'm very career driven. I know where I'm going to, I know where I'm coming from, and I tell myself, Rakiya Abdul, you don't fail. I can't fail. You know, there's too much at stake for me to fail. So I keep pushing. And even with the challenges, I will cry, I will get up, I'll clean my face. You know, I'm like, the first time I came to Nigeria, I used to go to this Aja market to buy okrika. They call it okrika, right? Yeah. And I would dress and I would shine. I would go to different TV stations looking for work. And, you know, it just makes me, like, understand that once you don't give up, once you're consistent, like, okay, look at me today. You know, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but, like, I look back and I'm like, Rakiya. You know, from riding Okada to driving your own sport car, from lying on the floor to living in your beautiful apartment now. And it just tells to me that consistency is key. You know.
So what do you think it is that makes Rakiya stand out specifically? Because there are a lot of beautiful young Ghanaians, Nigerians in the same space. But what do you think your it factor is?
For me, first of all, I'm multilingual, like you said. I would blend in and speak any language. I will host a show in French right now. I'll do that in Hausa as well. And the talent is there, first of all. Before even I speak different languages, and the talent is there as well. So for me, I think what makes me special is the fact that I'm also a go-getter. I don't take no for an answer. And I feel like I'm that person to make every young girl know that if Rakiya Abdul can do it, you can do it. If Rakiya Abdul can be this person today, you don't have anything to say. Like, you don't have
excuse.
Like, you don't have excuses.
I mean, I agree with you. I love your tenacity, I'll say. Now let's talk about your journey so far. I mean, you have transitioned from being a TV host, which you were in Ghana, which of course you're on a very popular TV show, TV station, you know, in Ghana, and then making that transition right here to Nigeria, hosting a bit. You got a few gigs here and there. Then you went into the MC right? Which has made you a bit more prominent than, you know, even your first love, which is TV presentation, right? So talk to us about how you're able to make that shift.
So for me, I don't think I made the shift, and that's why I'm still doing the album with Ria, which is my TV show, actually. It's on TV and YouTube as well, where I speak to heads of states, and I'll definitely talk about that before we end the show. But I love emceeing as well. I love to MC and see people smile. I love the smile, like, when I speak my different languages, when I motivate them, like, I love it. Like, I think I love it as well, but I'm not going to lie, TV is my first love. TV presenting is definitely my first love, and that's why I still maintain the album with Ria, you know, making sure that I have that show that airs on TV, because, like,
I was going to say,
TV.
The show, you've interviewed quite a few prominent personalities.
Right.
Which one was the most exciting for you? Which guest?
I think it was Honorable Rotimi Ameki. It was beautiful. Because I remember after the interview, he said, the grace of God is on you. You know, for you to be here today doing this interview, you are totally blessed. And it was a beautiful interview. So I'll say that, and also Madam Toke Benson as well. She was a great guest. So for me, those two people were, you know, one of my best on the show.
Let's talk about some of the challenges that you've had to face, because these names are quite prominent people. And I mean, so, I'm a producer, so I know.
I'm going to pause on that for just a second. I'm going to take a quick break, but there's still so much more.
Welcome back.
Rakiya Abdul right here on the couch with us.
Yes, she is. We apologize for that break in transmission. But hey, we're talking about some of the challenges that you've had to, you know, experience having to be or sit and interview some of these prominent people in Nigeria, and you're making this an African, you know, thing. So, what's it been like?
Okay, for me, the first thing I'll say is that as a young girl, it should not just be about the pretty face. You need to have something upstairs. Because when you sit with those people, if it's just a pretty face, trust me, you will not interview anybody again. So for me, I would tell you it's been challenging, because sometimes I traveled. There was a time I traveled to Abuja to interview somebody. He had traveled. I came back to Lagos.
Wow.
It happens.
Wow.
You know, but I cannot let all these things stop me. But when it comes to like hosting, like presenting with them, I make sure I do my research. I make sure that when I interview one prominent person, he's saying that, oh, my friend would like to be interviewed. And for me, that has been the selling point, referrals. God bless Uncle Dele Mamudu too as well. Because from the day I interviewed him, he was like, this is such a fantastic interview. You know what? I am calling one of my politician friends in Abuja. I think I want him to be on your show. So, and that's why when I'm going to interview people like that, I make sure that I read. I take like 1 week to research on someone, and people like, Ria, why? But I'm like, I'm not selling a pretty face. I'm selling what is upstairs. I want to interview you, and I want you to say, go and interview someone else. So it's been challenging in ways that, you know, you travel, you don't see them. You know how it is dealing with these people. You wait for 5 hours. But sister, I will wait. As long as you do the interview, I will wait for 10 hours. You know, so some of those things, and, you know, finances as well. But I rather push my money into my production than something else. So for me, that's what it has been, because I finance the album myself.
Fantastic.
Wow.
And I know now you're moving to African CEOs, focusing on CEOs in Africa. Talk to us about that. What's the journey been like? You started, I know you were in Ghana recently, you just got back. How did that go?
Okay, so it's been beautiful. I'll tell you why I decided to do that. So I covered the inauguration, the presidential inauguration, John Dramani Mahama, who is doing really well in Ghana now. Yemamo Ayiko, well done. And when I did that, I realized that there are amazing people in Ghana. I'm like, okay, so Ria, why are you just limiting yourself interviewing, you know, just Nigerian personalities? Why don't you take it outside? So I went back to Ghana. I interviewed Bolare, which was beautiful. The interview is coming out soon. I interviewed Stonebwoy as well, you know, and that was really great, because we spoke about... that interview is going to be fire. We spoke about how, you know, people often compare Nigeria to Ghana and all of that. And I'm like, I don't want to limit it to just Ghana and Nigeria. I'm a very big dreamer. I'm like, why don't I go to South Africa? There are amazing people in South Africa as well. So I'm trying to bring Africa together. I'm trying to tell stories of Africans that are doing great, because we have a lot of Africans doing really good. I'm changing the narrative. I'm telling people that Africans are like the best people. They're very innovative. They're very industrious. So why don't we share the stories? Bolare heads GH1 TV. He's been doing fantastically well. You know, he does the Ghana Meet Nigeria, which we're bringing back again.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, and I'm frontlining it. So
nice.
Ria, we know that your schedule is crazy busy. You have so many lofty goals, and you're not just reaching for the stars, you are reaching for Mars right now. We can't wait to see where you're going to be next, what you're going to do next. We can't wait for your next project. And there's something else we can't wait for. Can you smell that?
I know.